Hello, Stuart Sharp here. I'm going to be reading an extract from chapter 51 from my autobiography, The Gift. It's called The Good Samaritan and based in the early 1980s when I was in my mid-30s. At this point, I had already studied music and learnt to play classical guitar. My vision was at the top of the Empire State Building, but the reality was in the basement. This is a chapter about a larger-than-life character called Anthony Wade. Many years later, Anthony became Dr. Voice and one of the greatest vocal coaches on the planet, who coached Sam Smith, one of our biggest singing stars, and many other great singers. And I'm proud to call him my friend. Then it was back with heart-wrenching reality to my spot by the bridge in Wood Lane, London. I stared inanely at the BBC television centre and screamed, "One day you will play my music to the world." The pavement not only provided a harsh, hard and dirty contrast to my aspirations, but it was also my bed for the night. Then I saw him out of the corner of my eye. His burly frame, businesslike gait, and happy-go-lucky attitude made me smile. And he stopped suddenly. "Hello, what are you writing?" he asked. I was always happy to chat, but there was something special about this larger-than-life character. His tone was different, his interest genuine, and he already felt like a friend. Anthony Wade gave me an hour of his precious time. I have no idea why I told him my story, even though I risked losing his attention. It just seemed right. Let Anthony tell you in his own words what happened next.
I first met Stuart Sharp when he was living rough in Shepherd's Bush. He told me an incredible story involving music he had composed. He wanted to record it with the world's greatest orchestras. Initially I thought he was quite mad, but as a musician I was intrigued and wanted to know more. He had a very rough demo music tape and handed it to me, and I listened to it that night, and within the first few minutes I knew I was listening to unique music possibilities. Something told me I had to get involved, and I invited him to stay with me at my house. I wanted to learn much more about his life and dream. I worked with him to flesh out his music on the piano, but I realised that to do his music justice, it would need to be recorded by the world's best orchestras. After a 6-week stay with me, he left, and I wished him the best of luck. 15 years later, he tracked me down with an astounding proposition. He had somehow made enough money to hire myself and an arranger, a world-class studio, a conductor, and the London Philharmonia Orchestra. 5 years later, we were recording his Angeles series with the world's greatest orchestras, just as his dream had foretold. I found it all totally surreal and quite astounding.
Deja vu, because I've seen you all for the last 10 years of my dreams, so I've just been checking that so it'll be really real. And I really would like to thank you all very much, and I'm very humbled to be here in front of you. Wonderful musicians. It's a dream come true for me, and I really thank you, and I'm most grateful for all the work you've done to make this happen for me. Thank you very much indeed.
It's going very well. Yeah, the orchestra sounded great. and it's just a question of getting it all knitted together. It's not an easy piece to put together straight away, so it needs rehearsal. And it sounded very good though, for the players, phenomenal.
Just waiting for the finale now, to get the final boost to the skies. It was the final piece of the story, and I'm so glad because a few years ago I was just a humble chef in a pub, and had it not been for my son Darwin, we're here today, so it's really a fantastic legacy. Hopefully he's up there even then, hopefully he's really great. And we wish you very well, and look forward to seeing you in the near future. Thank you very much.